So let's get to our current president. He did a little interview with Al Roker of the Today Show with regard to the Easter egg roll. And, there's two things that are noteworthy here. First of all, his persistent inability to communicate his thoughts in any coherent manner whatsoever. Second of all, he seems to, for I guess the most clearly stated way, indicate that he is planning on running for president again. Take a listen.
Will you be taking part in the Easter egg rolls after 2024?
Well, I plan on at least 3 or 4 more Easter egg rolls.
At least 3 or 4 more?
Maybe 5.
Maybe 5?
maybe 6. What the hell?
Are you saying that you would be taking part in our upcoming election in 2024?
Well, I'll either be rolling an egg or being the guy who's pushing them out.
Come on, help a brother out. Make some news for me.
No. Well, I plan on running now, but we're not prepared to announce it yet.
All right.
So plans on running, but not ready to announce it yet. And he plans on being the guy that rolls or push. I don't know.
That's the oddest interaction. Yeah, I mean, Al Roker, I can't even believe that guy is still working. I'm like, Al, retire, man. I'm sure you got enough money at this point, brother.
I love the way that when Biden says something like that, which is just like totally
Complete
nonsensical,
right.
Everyone just pretends like, oh yeah, of course. Yes, sir. I totally understand what you're saying.
Well, okay, so he says, I plan on running, but what is with the delay? That's where it all comes, nobody seems to understand. We have some reporting a little bit that gets into it, but it's just odd because it would give him an advantage to be in the race so he could give the American people, I think, the clear contrast, and so he could continue to start raising money, which is what expected to be a very expensive presidential race. There doesn't seem to be any strategic benefit to running. Here's the other case that I could make. Trump is dominating the airwaves. Trump is dramatically unpopular right now. He's got like a 25% favorability rating. Let him hang himself as the center of the stage of the news, and then I'll come in and sweep up just like I did in 2020. That's not a bad case, I guess I could make, but I still would want to be in the race and have some skin in the game.
Yeah, I don't know. The only way I can explain it is through his own personal attributes throughout his career of indecisiveness, and not necessarily about the decision of whether or not he wants to run again. I have always thought that he's going to run again. I've always thought that the idea the Democratic Party was going to try to push him to the side was overblown because, listen, Kamala Harris is the heir apparent and she is less popular and they really have no way to get around that. So I always thought they were going to move forward with Biden if he was at all capable of being propped up in a Weekend at Bernie's kind of a way. He, though, has always throughout his career had trouble just making decisions about where are you going to launch? Where is your campaign going to be headquartered? Who's going to be in charge? What kind of messaging are you going to roll out with? Who are going to be your admin? These basic campaign decisions, he's both a micromanager and he's really indecisive. So then everyone just gets hamstrung. And in the same respect, I don't think they take seriously any sort of primary challenge. So they don't feel pressured to get in. And so they just let Biden do his thing and not really come to any particular decision. And then the announcement date just keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. That's my best guess of what's going on.
Yeah, it's very odd. I mean, they keep saying that they expect him to launch sometime soon. We have the Axios report we can reference here up on the screen. And they're saying now believe it could come as late as July or perhaps even the fall. I mean, the reason the fall seems very odd is that only puts you 1 year out from the actual 2024 election. I mean, it says the announcement timeline could be affected by his advisor's desire to have strong initial fundraising numbers to try and avoid news reports about a lack of enthusiasm or vulnerability, which if that's what you're saying, that's already a vulnerability that you don't think you can raise enough money. It's a little bit odd.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, you're the sitting president.
Yeah, you should be able to raise a ton of money. Trump raised $300 million, something crazy in the first 6 months of his campaign.
I'm talking in my monologue about this sort of desperate and pathetic social media influencer plan that they've been rolling out because it's always been the case. Biden has had zero organic excitement for him among young voters, grassroots or online. It was very much last time around this suck it up and vote Joe kind of a vibe and continues to be the case. He's even less popular now, certainly, than he was at the time. His popularity appears to have dipped in the past several months for, I think a variety of reasons. But yeah, they're sort of desperately trying to float access and little goodies to online social media influencers to try to get them to make the case for Joe online. It's good luck trying to gin up that AstroTurf. We'll see if that's going to work.
I don't see it. Yeah, I mean, I think the fact, though, that they do have to delay it just shows you the fundamental strength of his campaign is just any contrast with Trump, because that's the only way he came in. And the weakness of the campaign is nobody really likes him. A lot of people would like to see somebody else. Most people think he's just way too old, and he's a begrudging kind of acceptance as a president, which is a very odd position to be in.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Very odd. And I think the total political landscape really lays bare a nation in difficult decline. I don't want to say terminal decline, but in quite decline, given that you have two likely candidates that really not very many people actually want to see occupy the Oval Office moving forward. And both of them also are quite aged. Hey guys, ready or not, 2024 is fully upon us now, and Saagar and I have been brainstorming ways that we can really up our game for this critical election.
Yeah, we rely on our premium subs to expand our coverage, to add staff, to upgrade the studio. We just want to give you the best independent coverage of this election, which is possible. So if you can help us out, become a premium subscriber today, breakingpoints.com, or the link is down here in the description video. It really means the world to us, and if you like what we're all about, this is the best possible way to keep us 100% independent, working only for you.